Our winter escape from the cold took us on an adventure in California and Arizona. Our mascot Dom, short for Desert, Ocean, and Omega in Yuma. We had no choice but to bring Dom, because somebody snuck in the suitcase. Well, we left the snow in British Columbia and got pouring rain in San Diego. We left the rain as quick as possible and ended up driving on a sand-blown highway near Quartzsite. They even had a plow truck plowing the sand off the highway. A well-known landmark in the area, Dome Mountain. Now that's a big bullet. Our little red Wrangler that we rented worked out perfectly for what we needed. Hey, there's Dom. He's pointing to the cache. There was some pretty well hidden caches out here. We got to see a few octillo bushes, partially in bloom. Desert landscape. Sure is different than home. Yes, of course we ended up with a few of these in our fingers. There's Dom trying to figure out what that big prickly thing is. We stayed here a few years ago, but I remember it being in much better condition when we were here. We got to enjoy quite a few desert sunsets this trip. While out in the desert around Quartzsite, we saw more ATVs than we saw vehicles. Parts of the desert were just flat and smooth, like a freeway. We got to see lots of desert flowers blooming in this trip. There's Dom trying to tell Mrs. Pirate that the cache is further up the mountain. They have to be pretty ingenious in the desert when it comes to gathering water. Only got to see a few of these barrel cactuses. Now those are big, vicious spikes. Have to use extreme care when driving the power line roads through the mountains. There's a lot of sharp rocks. You can make some flat tires. Everywhere you look in the mountains, there's evidence of mining. Sure are a lot of interesting places to hide geocaches out here. Deer Hill. What a surprise out in the middle of the desert. Here's a cute little cactus in bloom. Now this is why you have to have a tire pump when you go into the desert. The desert scenery can be very beautiful. This is another thing you never see at home, signs that warn you about live ammo and getting blown up. Just another awesome sunset in the desert. That tire pump more than pays for itself every trip. We stayed in Ehrenberg, Arizona, just a few minutes out of Quartzsite. Hey, that's me, doing a puzzle in Quartzsite. We came across a few abandoned shelters just out in the middle of nowhere. This is a typical desert cache hide. Our road kind of disappeared on us, but we kept going, and we ran into some old mining evidence again. You have to be so careful walking through a cholla forest. Those things stick to everything. I learned the hard way not to get my hands anywhere near that. I heard Mrs. Pirate chuckling under her breath as we drove past this rude cactus. Well, nobody lives here anymore, but it sure is a popular area, and a lot of people have a lot of fun. I'm not sure, but I really don't think the old miners wore stuff like that. Mrs. Pirate was wishing we had a fake steak to put on the barbecue. Desert camping. And here's Quartzsite at night. Told you, those things stick to everything. Hey, there's Dom, playing with the towel lovebirds once we got to Yuma. This was really weird. The washboard in this road was so bad, and in just the right spacing, that it caused this little Wrangler to go bopping back and forth, just like crazy. This was really surprising. A geocache in the middle of the desert with running water. There's our mascot Dom, taking in another desert sunset. Look at the colors of the sky. Gotta be careful. Try not to run over any lizards. I think this is what they call a desert micro. Here's one of the caches from the Geocaches Golf Course series. That was fun. This is where we stayed when we were in Yuma. Part of the infamous wall. Geocaching around Yuma. Mrs. Pirate, gotta ham it up. Yet another sunset. Mrs. Pirate, with yet another pirate. That's not a pirate. The 2019 Yuma Mega. That was fun. That's what you call a mega logbook. Had to stop to buy some of the swag while we were there. They sure had some really interesting caches on exhibit there. Wow, it sure takes a lot of talent to put together some of these caches. Oh, what's that? The Mega's over? I hear San Diego calling our name. The pier along Ocean Beach that we wanted to take a walk on was closed. It had been damaged in a storm a few weeks earlier. While in San Diego, we spent 2 nights at the Ocean Beach Hotel. That was really worth it. This was right across the street from our motel. These sea lions are always entertaining. Wow, check out the bubbles. I've never seen bubbles this big before. There sure is a lot of different kinds of birds along the coastline here, and there's a lot of photographers out taking their pictures too. After finding a couple of early morning caches, we treated ourselves to a really good breakfast along the water. Then we went to the cave store. Inside the cave store is a cave that'll take you from the store all the way down the cliffs right down to the water. It's unreal. We just loved exploring the coastline. Sure saw lots of these things running around. At sunset, this one on the ocean. Outside our room at the Ocean Beach Hotel. Well, sadly, we had to leave San Diego behind. Back in Spokane, we're greeted with snow. Oh, wow, we had a lot of fun. Hey, when can we do it again?